One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Terrapins will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Nebraska's offense is on the field for the first time today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Nelson. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Terrapins offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And the Terrapins in the hurry up.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Terrapins in a good spot here with second and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now on third down for this offense. They'll run it. Trucks through the defender. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defense? Miss, and you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Nelson. I know he thinks he can house it. But sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, the ground game. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Nelson. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
A strike downfield. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
The defense selling out to stop it on 3rd and super short. They don't bring him down, Jesse. Next thing you know, he's in the 2nd level.
You're absolutely right. 3rd and inches like that, if you just get a little crease offensively, it can be a big play. And the back that time hit the hole and show off his speed.
Got a man. It's Barney. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
2nd down.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Using the quick game. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking for a gap, it's Hansen.
Run game is good, balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Barney. And just a short, safe pass. Pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? And that's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself. runs for the tackle. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Dupree. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for room, it's Dupree. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. DB's right up on the receiver. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Here's a heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the foot.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Might be changing the route. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Finds the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Wants to fire on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Knowles. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Gonna look downfield again. Got it in the middle. It's Knowles. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Called his own number on that one, but they are ready for it and stop him. It'll be fourth down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
How nice is it on offense to have a quarterback with that kind of athleticism? Your playbook is so much more open when you get in fourth and goal situations just like that. You could call a pass play, and if it's not open, he can get you out of trouble with his legs. Nice job running that one in for a TD.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Iowa State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wideout. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Rushes on him. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He'll try the left side. Running into the open space. Turning it on. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop them? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Washington. On target.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Get it out on the screen. And that defensive penetration gave him no... And he is ridden out of bounds.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got his man. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks into the open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Cornhuskers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
The Terrapins want to move quickly. To the air, it's Washington. Just a short pass to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They bring the punter onto the field now. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The short hands, it's Johnson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Man, I just love how tight ends are used nowadays. They don't just line them up on the line anymore and say, go play ball. Move him all over the field. He can catch the football. He's a matchup nightmare. Continue to exploit him. Continue to move him around.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's open on the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Raiola. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the big fella.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about...
Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Dupree. Oh, what a cut! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Reads it, fires complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He might want another play. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this.
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Raiola. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Southern Miss. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Just making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks the way Trev Alberts always did.
Yeah, just finding a guy that can sniff out the quarterback and kind of feel it, have those instincts. You could tell he saw it, went and got it, just like your boy Trev Alberts was.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Nice move there. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through. It's really...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get...
And it's caught! Touchdown, Maryland!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Barney. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but Tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
25 on the play. First down for the offense.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Using his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Huskers are marching down the field. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The Cornhuskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Off play action. Pressure coming. The throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
To the air, it's Washington. Caught in the backfield, it's Dupree. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the back. Fights off the defender. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. He'll set up to throw. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. It's Dupree. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. Zings it complete to the right. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw again. Trying to get rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Buffalo has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up by 21 over Eastern Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep...
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got a little space. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Steps away to find some room. Find some fresh air. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll operate out of split backs. Looking to throw. This time it's complete. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense getting set for first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they giving up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. back to pass. This time it's complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Brings up third down.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
First down for the offense.
Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
To stop the clock. No gain on the play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a